The night was deep and endless, the kind that swallowed sound and light. In the heart of the city, amidst the gleaming towers and neon haze, two souls moved like echoes through the dark, one chasing the truth, the other running from it. The shadows wasn't just a place. It was a realm of hidden memories, silent grief, and unspoken love. Xiao Zhan played Chen, a brilliant but broken detective known for his calm composure and cold intelligence. Years ago, he had lost his brother under mysterious circumstances, a case that had been buried, erased, and forgotten by everyone except him. Since then, he'd been living on the edge, haunted by the same nightmare every night, a figure standing under a flickering streetlight whispering, "You can't escape your shadow." And then came Wang Yibo, portraying Shen Yue, a mysterious hacker who lived in the underbelly of the city. Known only by his alias, Phantom, Shen Yue was a legend, a ghost in the machine who could slip into any system, expose any secret. But beneath his cool arrogance was a wound so deep it had turned into silence. He had been hiding for years, not from the police or enemies, but from himself. Their worlds collided one rainy night. Literally. The city was drowning in rain, streets gleaming with reflections of passing cars. Chen chased a suspect through an abandoned subway line, the echo of footsteps mingling with thunder. He cornered the man, only to realize it wasn't his target. It was Shen Yue, calm and collected, watching him with a faint smirk. "Looking for someone." Shen Yue's voice was low, teasing, yet strangely familiar. Chen's gun didn't waver. "Depends. Are you him?" "That depends," Shen Yue replied, stepping closer. "Do you believe in ghosts?" Lightning flashed, and for a moment, Chen saw something in Shen Yue's eyes. Recognition. Fear. That was the beginning. They didn't know it then, but their fates were already intertwined long before that night, connected by a single tragedy, one buried secret that both had tried to forget. As the investigation deepened, Chen realized the case he was working on wasn't just about his brother's disappearance. It was about a government experiment called the Shadows Project, a covert operation that used psychological manipulation and neural technology to erase and rewrite human memories. And Shen Yue, he wasn't just a hacker. He was the only survivor of that project. Their partnership was tense, unpredictable, and electric. Every glance carried unspoken tension, not just attraction, but the fear of what they might uncover in each other. Chen's calm exterior clashed with Shen Yue's impulsive recklessness, yet somehow they balanced each other like night and day. In one unforgettable scene, they hid in a derelict library, the air heavy with dust and secrets. Shen Yue sat by the cracked window, tracing his finger over the foggy glass. "You ever wonder," he said softly, "if memories make us who we are, then what happens when someone steals them?" Chen looked at him, silent for a long time. "Then we become shadows." That line, "then we become shadows," became the beating heart of the story. The deeper they went, the more the city began to unravel, a place where the government controlled truth, where people could be rewritten, and where every smile might be a lie. As Chen and Shen Yue uncovered the web of deception, they realized something horrifying. Chen's brother wasn't dead. He had been turned into one of them, a mind wiped clean, reborn as an agent of the shadows. That revelation shattered Chen's world. His anger turned to obsession, his pain to madness. In one breathtaking sequence, he stormed into the facility that once housed the experiments, a labyrinth of glass and steel hidden beneath the river. The lights flickered as alarms blared. Rainwater poured from the ceiling, reflecting red emergency lights. Shen Yue followed, trying to stop him, but Chen was unstoppable. "You don't understand," Chen shouted, eyes burning with fury. "They took everything from me. My brother, my life, my truth." Shen Yue stepped forward, grabbing his arm. "And if you keep going like this, they'll take you too." Their faces were inches apart. Thunder roared above. The silence between them was charged with 1,000 emotions. Fear, anger, and something dangerously close to love. Chen whispered, "You knew, didn't you?" Shen Yue froze. His eyes glistened. "Yes." It was the moment everything broke. Because Shen Yue had once been part of the same project, and the boy who vanished all those years ago, Li Chen's lost brother, had been his best friend. Guilt had driven him into hiding. Now, standing before Li Chen, he finally faced the truth. The final act of the shadows was a storm of emotion and chaos. The facility exploded into flames as Li Chen confronted the scientist behind the project, a man who saw memory as just another code to rewrite. But the real explosion came when Li Chen found his brother, alive yet unrecognizable. His eyes blank, his mind erased. Li Chen's trembling hands cupped his brother's face as tears mixed with blood and smoke. "Look at me, please, it's me. It's Li Chen." Nothing. Until Shen Yue stepped forward, whispering something only the three of them knew, a fragment of a lullaby they once sang as children. Slowly, his brother blinked. A single tear rolled down his cheek. The memory returned. It was fleeting, fragile, but real. As the building collapsed, Shen Yue pushed them toward the exit. "Go," he shouted. Li Chen turned back, reaching out. "Not without you." But Shen Yue only smiled, that same faint smirk from the first night they met. "You can't escape your shadow." And then he was gone, swallowed by the flames. The screen faded to white. The aftermath showed Li Chen standing on a rooftop months later, the city skyline stretching before him. He carried a small drive, Shen Yue's final message. When he played it, Shen Yue's voice filled the air. "If memories make us who we are, then maybe forgetting isn't the end. Maybe it's just the beginning. Don't look for me in the light, Li Chen. Look for me, in the shadows." Tears shimmered in Li Chen's eyes as he whispered, "You never were a ghost. You were my light." The wind carried the words away, and the screen slowly dimmed, the city lights flickering like stars. The closing shot was breathtaking, Li Chen walking into a dark alley, disappearing into the mist, as Shen Yue's voice echoed faintly. "We are all made of shadows. But even shadows need the light to exist." The music swelled, haunting and beautiful, as the credits rolled. The Shadows wasn't just a story, it was an experience. A psychological masterpiece that explored the fragile boundary between truth and illusion, memory and emotion, love and loss. Xiao Zhan and Wang Yibo delivered performances that were raw, electric, and unforgettable. Their chemistry ignited every scene, whether it was a silent stare in the rain or a desperate fight in the fire. Every frame was crafted like poetry. Rain-soaked streets, flickering neon reflections, the city breathing like a living organism. The cinematography captured the contrast between darkness and light, the visual metaphor for the character's journey. The story began long before the rain, before the chase, before the echoes of their names became whispers in the dark. The city had always been alive, glowing, breathing, and hiding. It pulsed with secrets, and among them was one secret that refused to die. Li Chen, Xiao Zhan, walked through that city like a ghost. The streets recognized him, the lone detective with eyes too sharp and a heart too heavy. People called him the man who sees through lies, but even he couldn't see through the fog of his own grief. His brother's disappearance was a wound that never healed. Every night the same dream came, a faint light flickering at the end of a tunnel, and a voice calling his name before fading into darkness. But something changed that night, the night when the shadows seemed to breathe. Rain lashed against the windows as lightning tore the sky. Somewhere in the heart of the city, a data breach triggered an alert, a massive hack on the government archives. The name attached to it sent shivers down Li Chen's spine. Phantom. The hacker everyone was chasing but no one had ever seen. Li Chen had no idea that the trail of Phantom would lead him straight into the truth he had buried for years, and to the man who would change his life forever. The chase began beneath the city, in the abandoned subway tunnels that ran like veins through the metropolis. The sound of dripping water echoed off the walls, mingling with the rhythm of Li Chen's boots. He moved like a shadow himself, calculated, precise, silent. His flashlight cut through the darkness, illuminating graffiti that spoke of lost revolutions and broken promises. In movement, a faint silhouette flashed across the corridor. Fluid, almost inhuman. Li Chen's instincts kicked in. He sprinted after it, gun drawn, breath steady despite the pounding in his chest. The chase was electric. Two shadows racing through forgotten tunnels, their footsteps striking sparks on wet metal. When Li Chen finally cornered him, the hacker turned slowly, his hood falling back. And there he was, Shen Wang Yibo. The moment froze like lightning trapped in glass. Shen Yu's gaze was calm but deep, eyes gleaming like midnight oceans. His lips curved into a smirk that was both taunting and strangely familiar. "Looking for me?" Li Chen didn't answer. His gun stayed aimed, his pulse unsteady. "You've been very busy," Shen Yue continued, stepping into the beam of light. "Digging into ghosts, chasing memories that don't belong to you. How do you know my name?" Li Chen's voice was low, guarded. Shen Yue tilted his head, almost amused. "Because I've seen your memories." Those words cracked something inside him. Memories. His breath caught, his finger tightening on the trigger. "You're lying." "Am I?" Shen Yu's tone was light, but his eyes, those eyes, flickered with something fragile. "Maybe the lie isn't mine." A distant rumble shook the tunnel, the sound of the city above, the world that had forgotten them both. Shen Yue took a step closer, close enough for Li Chen to see the raindrops clinging to his eyelashes. "There's a place you've been dreaming of," he whispered. "A room with a single light. A voice calling your name." Li Chen's hand trembled. "How do you know that?" Shen Yue smiled, a smile that carried sorrow. "Because it's my dream too." And in that instant everything shifted. It was no longer a chase. It was recognition. A memory hidden in the shadows of their minds. Something ancient, something broken, something shared. The next morning, Li Chen found himself in his office, replaying every word, every glance. He pulled up data, analyzed old files, compared digital footprints, and the deeper he went, the more the line blurred between the hunter and the hunted. Every trace of phantom led him to places tied to his brother's past. Abandoned labs, coded messages, medical reports with names erased and replaced by numbers. And at the center of it all, Project Shadows. A secret experiment meant to manipulate human memory. Test subjects whose recollections were wiped and replaced. People who became living ghosts. Li Chen's brother had been one of them. And Shen Yue. He wasn't a criminal. He was the only one who escaped. Days later they met again, this time not in a tunnel, but in the glow of a ruined church at the edge of the city. The stained glass was shattered, moonlight streaming through in fractured colors. Shen Yue sat at the altar, tapping on a holographic screen projected from his wristband. "I thought you'd find me," he said softly without looking up. Li Chen approached slowly. "You hacked the archives. You know what I'm looking for." "What you're looking for," Shen Yue interrupted, "might destroy you." Their eyes met, fire and ice. "Tell me the truth," Li Chen demanded. Shen Yue sighed, closing the projection. "The truth," he murmured, "is that your brother isn't gone. He's been rewritten." The world seemed to tilt. "What?" "They erased him, Li Chen. Not his body, his mind. He's alive, but he doesn't know who he is. And they'll do the same to you if you keep digging." Silence. Only the rain tapping against broken glass. Li Chen's hands clenched. "Then help me stop them." Shen Yue looked up, his face unreadable. "You don't know what you're asking. Then teach me." For the first time, Shen Yue hesitated. The hacker who had mocked the world now looked uncertain, vulnerable. But in Li Chen's eyes, he saw something that reminded him of the boy he used to be, the one who believed in truth, in saving people in light. "Fine," he said finally. "But once you step into the shadows, there's no going back." Li Chen's reply was firm. "I've been in the shadows my whole life." That night they began their alliance. Uneasy, dangerous, magnetic. Every mission pulled them deeper into the underworld of memory crimes. Every glance between them burned with unspoken tension. And yet, beneath all the chaos, something beautiful began to form, a fragile bond carved from pain and trust. In one unforgettable scene, they stood on a rooftop overlooking the sleeping city. The air shimmered with fog, and the skyline was painted in silver light. Shen Yue leaned against the railing, holding a small holographic chip. "You ever wonder," he asked quietly, "if we're real? Or just stories someone programmed into existence?" Chen really looked at him, and for the first time smiled. "Then let's rewrite the story." That moment, soft, intimate, breathtaking, said more than words ever could. Because for the first time, two broken souls found hope in each other. And though neither knew it yet, their destinies were already bound, not by fate, but by the shadows that lived within them. The city slept, unaware that two of its forgotten sons had just begun to rewrite history, one memory at a time. And somewhere in the distance, thunder whispered their names. If you loved this continuation of the shadows, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel for more breathtaking Xiao Zhan and Wang Yibo stories. Stay tuned for the next chapter, where secrets burn brighter, hearts collide harder, and love fights to survive even in the darkest of places. Milky Way sparkles.